Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Memorial Day weekend. And my name is Jen. Welcome to Fitness Challenge. All right, let me make sure we're live. Today, you do not need anything other than a mat, your space, your water, and yourself in the appropriate outfit of your choice. Okay, we are awesome. We are good. So, today we have 4 groups of 2. We're going to go A, B, C, D, C, D, and move on through the lovely alphabet. It's 60 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So if 60 seconds is a long time, and 15 seconds is not a long time. So if you need to adjust, take more, take less, do what you need to do, totally cool. And we're just going to go bop right through it, okay? So we do have a base exercise for the first one, and then a single side for the second one. So let's say for the first groupings, we have up and out jacks and bridges. So we're going to do up and out jacks for 1 minute, and then do single leg bridge on the right side. Then do up and out jacks for a minute, and then do single leg bridges on the left side. So that's kind of the idea. So if we're doing lunges, A, lunges, A, lunges on the other side. Whatever it happens to be. You'll catch it, it's not a problem, you'll catch it on. If you decide that you do not want to do 1 minute of single side, that's totally fine. For the bridges, you can have both feet on the ground, not a problem, just do 2 rounds of that. For something like runners or lunge pulses or something like that, you can just alternate back and forth. So instead of spending 1 minute on one side, alternate back and forth. We don't have weights for this one. I figure there's enough things going on that you don't need weights. However, if you want to add them in, please feel free at any point in time. No worries. And you can always do a lower intensity option. So we'll start out with the higher intensity as a default, but I'll show you a variation to lower the intensity if you so desire. All right, so hopefully everyone is good to go. Everyone is joined in. So let's just start out with some out to side taps. So we have a couple exercises today. We have our up and out jacks, we have our up and overs, and we have our fast feet. Those are our cardio bits. So we're gonna kind of go over those a little bit. So obviously these are our feet for jumping jacks. And let's just add in those arms. So we're not jumping now. So this is obviously our variation for our jumping jacks. And if we're gonna go fall out, we're gonna go out and in. So up and out, up and out. This is what I mean when I say up and over jacks. So or up and out jacks. So out. So this would be the full variation. So this is what we've been doing for 1 minute, and that's a long time. So feel free to come down to the lower version if you would like. So this is our first cardio segment option. Our second cardio segment option are up and overs. So we're gonna do these. So join me here. Still warming up, nice and slow. So this is our lower intensity, and for higher intensity, we just go faster, or we can add in a little bit of a bounce. We're not doing a huge bounce, but it's just kind of just going a little bit faster. The arms here, we're not really doing anything because we're going to be doing side planks as our other option here on the ground for our single side exercise. So I'm giving a chance for those arms to recover. So these are our up and overs. Then we have our fast feet. So we're here like we're running through tires, fast. If that's too much, we're here. So you decide, right now you're going to do something nice and slow and chill when things are warming up. But these are our fast feet, and you can literally go super fast or not. And if you want to do something else, you can do a high knee out to the side or a high knee out to the front. So those are our options for our cardio bits. So I'd like you to just kind of march in place still. I'd like you to bring those arms up behind you. And then stop marching and lean over, stretch out, bend those knees, flat back. And roll it on up. Let's bring one arm over and the other arm over. I'm gonna plug in my fan because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need this one today. Give you guys the option of what you wanted for today's workout. You said make it sweaty, so we're making it sweaty. But you obviously don't have to. So let's add in the foot Looks a little weird, but that's okay. We'll remove the hands and let's pick up the speed a little bit. Those kickbacks. And if you want, you can bring the arms out, kind of aerobic style warm up. We're gonna go for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. All right, we're gonna get started now because we only have 30 minutes total. But if you're watching this later and you wanna hit pause and do a warm up, that's totally fine. All right, so we have our up and out jacks. So our up and out, or up and out. And then we're gonna land the ground and do single leg bridges. So I'll walk you through that part when we're there, but we're gonna be down on the mat for that. Okay, so remember it's 60 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So I'll key you through with the timing. Feel free to grab water whenever you need to. 15 seconds is not a lot of time, so take what you need when you need it. 2, 1, all right. So we're gonna be pacing ourselves with this today's workout. That's gonna be the key. Finding the pace that you can be at and you can sustain for that 60 seconds. You can match me if that helps. You can put some music on, that definitely helps. You can go faster, you can go slower. And I'm gonna be alternating between the high intensity and low intensity. And I'm just gonna do 30 seconds of each. So when I switch, that means you can switch if you want. Definitely don't have to, but it'll be a visual cue that we're halfway through that exercise. At least for the ones that we're standing. I'm not gonna switch for the single side, but you get the idea. Couple more seconds. All right, on the ground. So for these bridges, you can have one leg just straight up in the air, or you can cross the leg over. Hands behind the head. Lift and lower. I'm not even sure if I'm in frame. Over here a little bit. There we go. I can't see the clock now, but that's okay. The clock will tell me. Really squeeze in those glutes. All right. I move this sucker down here so I can see it on the ground. All right, so we're back to those up and over jacks. One more time, just 2 of each, so really fast and simple. All right. I hate to do all of one thing because 1, I want to show variation, and 2, this is your workout. I'm just your coach here. So while I do get that lovely calorie burn and muscle strength gain, this is you. All right, so we're going out to the other side for those bridges. I always try to start with the side that I know I'm going to struggle with more because I have more energy then. So I can concentrate a little bit more and my muscles aren't completely wiped yet. That's my thought process. Some people like to start with their better side. Guess it gives them a little confidence boost. Whew. Less than 10 seconds. Whew. All right, up and overs are next. So we're going up and over like we're going over like a little brook or log or creek or something like that. Upper body just chills. Oh, sorry, I take it back. We have 15 extra bonus seconds to transition. Congrats, you get 15 extra seconds. All right, now we're going. Up and over. Lower intensity option. And our exercise number 2 for this pairing are side planks. So you decide, are you on your knees? Are you on your toes? Are your legs staggered? Where are you? We have regular planks later on. So these are just regular side planks. Running out of time. All right, so it's 1 minute. Do your best. This is when it's really helpful to have music playing. So you can also have your feet staggered here like that, or you can definitely be on your knees. We're halfway through. Whew. Fifteen seconds. Three, 2, 1, and pop back up. Up and over is round 2. Ten more seconds here. All right, side plank, second side. 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Three, two, one, and come down. All right, so we have the 15-second recovery and the 15-second break, so 30 seconds total. And we are halfway done with this routine. Next up, we have the fast feet, and then we have one pulses. So lower body for both these suckers. Alright, so fast feet. So just a reminder, Monday is a holiday. We will have workouts, but they will be just replays once before. So my suggestion to you is either definitely take advantage of them, or pick a person that you usually don't work out with. Like if you're always taking Kelly's classes, maybe you try one of Alex's. And you can 100%, because it's already pre-recorded, you can literally watch it double speed just to watch it to see if it's a workout you want, or obviously reading. A lot of people will write the description of what the workout is, so you're figuring out what you're going to do in advance, which is totally fine. But maybe you give someone else a chance, just because you know that you've already done that workout earlier. But if you like it, feel free, do it, do your thing. Just do something. Just take a walk. Go for a bike ride. All right, so one of the two things. You could either pulse and come up when you need to. You can go down and you can go up. I think I'm gonna like pulse, 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 up and do that. Just so I know that I'm not pulsing for a minute straight, which I know is gonna be miserable, but it's giving me some direction. And obviously, if you don't want to do a minute just on one side, you can do alternating sides, totally fine. Almost done. Back to those fast feet. Remember what leg you just did, so we can do the opposite and not have to repeat. So my left leg is on with back, so I know that I'm going to switch. All right, let's fast figure it out. We only have one more pairing after this. Even if you have to modify, you go into the bell. One more lunge group. Getting sweaty yet. So I'm going to make sure that I'm matching on the other side. So because I did 1, 2, 3 up on the other side, I'm going to do that over here. Do your thing. Big thing to remember is that if you have your hands on your thighs, which is technically fine. If you're not using those arms to push yourself up, I like to put them on my hips or my low back just to make sure I don't accidentally cheat. And it's not cheating, it's just modification. So if that's something you need, there is no judgment at all in it. It's just something I like to let people know about, so they know that there's a modification one way or the other for when they're transitioning. I would much rather them say they had 10 pounds in their hands and they were using some sort of aid of some kind to come up, that they know that they need to take that aid away before they add more weight. So it's all about just knowledge of your body and your space, what you're capable of, and what you're capable of doing. So everyone has their own goals, everyone has their own workouts. All right, last pairing. We have a regular plank hold, forearms and toes, or on your knees, and then runners. So these are these kind of runner starts. All right, let's begin with those planks. So go to your little happy place and bring those hips down as much as you can and stay as long as you can. If you can't do a minute straight, or maybe you can do a minute straight and you just can't do a minute straight today, tap down, grab some water, towel off your hands, whatever it is, and then go right back into it. We have 33 seconds left. You're looking down at the mat, relaxing the face, and having a nice neutral neck. 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. All right, so for those runners, one foot's gonna be behind, and we're just gonna bend that stabilizing leg and just kind of gonna go forward like we're gonna start a run. All right, so you decide, are you going fast, are you going slow? I would say if you're alternating, do 30 seconds at each side, just because it's going to take a lot away if you're just switching every single foot. But I'll tell you when 30 seconds is up. So you can do what you need to do. And by bending and coming into a little bit of a squat on this stabilizing leg, you're doing a lot of isometric work. We are halfway. So we're really kind of burning out that stabilizing leg as well as working the glute. So I got a lot of stuff going on. Always pulling in that core, shoulders back and down, straight back. A lot to think about. 15 seconds. Giving yourself a chance to recover from those planks, because we're going back into that second plank very shortly in 4, 3, 2, 1, or like you just did last time through. The last 2 minutes of work. Get ready and get set, and let's plank it out. If it looks like if it feels too easy for you, more than likely you're probably doing something like this and arching your back in some way, shape, or form. So trying to keep yourself as flat as a board, i.e. plank. 30 seconds left. $16 seconds left. Your shoulders are burning now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. All right, one more exercise, 1 more minute. Runners on the other side. And we're off. So after this, we're going to do our cool down like always. If you're a person, then maybe you have a little bit extra time today because it's a holiday weekend and a lot of people are already gone. Maybe you have a little bit of extra time before you have to go back to your desk or wherever it happens to be that you're going next. You have 30 seconds. Maybe you want to do a yoga workout with Jessica, or go for a run, go for a walk, take your dog out, whatever it happens to be. If that's the case, then after this beep, you go off and you do your thing. After that, then you cool down and stretch. If you're like me, who's like, I'm ready for that shower, I'm ready for my lunch, and I'm thrilled that there's reports for me waiting on my back of my desk, then you're going to cool down with me. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, let me turn this off. Walk about. Grab some water. Towel off. Move this mat out of the way. So I always like to just kind of mill about for a couple seconds or so before we go right into our stretch, just to give everyone a chance to recover. Everyone has a different setup. Everyone recovers a little differently. And I want to give a chance for that heart rate to drop down a little slowly there versus just straight up stopping. All right, so I'm going to hold on for balance because I can. I'm just going to swing that leg forward and back. I'm going to bring that leg back. Let's stretch. Cross the leg over and roll it down. Hamstring stretch on that back leg. Run up. Other side. More swinging. And let's bring that foot back. On stretch. And then cross the leg over, roll it down. Come on up, wonderful. Let's do some tricep stretches. Other way. Okay, let's turn sideways. Let's bring that foot back. Let's do a calf stretch. So first I'm leaning in my back. Leg is straight in my front. Leg is bent, heel on the ground. And then that back knee pops up a little bit. And that stretch travels further down into the lower part of my calf. Hopefully. All right, let's try other side. All right, bend that back knee, heel pops up. And release. All right, we have like 30 seconds. So we're just gonna do some nice little noodle arms. I highly suggest if you have the time to keep stretching. That's the problem with these 30-minute classes. You can always spend another 10 minutes easy with pull downs and stretches and warm-ups and going over instructions, all that sort of stuff. Let's bring these hands to a rest. Bring the arms behind us. Let's just grab our opposite elbow, shoulders back, and down, and turn and stretch out the side of the neck. And same thing on the other side. And release. We are done. Have a wonderful, long weekend. See you next week. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, whatever you got, let us know. We'd love to hear it.